Hey, welcome to day 37 of my spiritual journal with me. So I'm so excited that you are here and you've clicked on this video to watch it, the Soul Legacy TV YouTube podcast with your soul sister, Iona. So today is Health Freedom Tuesday in my spiritual journal with me world. And I have my Soul Legacy Journal notebook, and I don't think that's really showing up very well, and hopefully it's not backwards. So it says the Soul Legacy Journal Notebook, 365 days of your spiritual awakening story, a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. That is what we're going to be talking about today. And the Soul Legacy TV is all about living an intentional life for light workers so that you are not experiencing doing busy work, being broke, or being burnt out, because that is not a good look. So hey love, oh Robin, I think I'm gonna tap my, no, I'm not even gonna set the intention for that, but my phone, my stand is wonky, and so yeah, I'm just gonna be very mindful of that. So Robin Knott of Energy Healing TV and podcast says hey love to everyone watching on the replay, then welcome. So Robin Knott of the Energy Healing TV and podcast is our lead soul guided instructor in the SoulLegacyAcademy.com, which I'm the founder of, and actually in the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, SBYN for short. So thank you for joining me live, Robin. So Robin and I speak every single day privately, just to plan and prepare and do our best work and do all of the things and walk our talk, practice what we preach. So I was just saying to Robin, I've got to put my orange t-shirt on. It's Health Freedom Tuesday. I've got my orange pen, which I've just finished filling out my spiritual journal. So hopefully you've got something to journal along with me. You can take some notes and enjoy this Health Freedom frequency episode. So if you are new to me, consider liking this video, sharing it out, inviting a soul sister or a soul brother in, subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the notification button so you get notified when I go live, because I go live every single day with these journaling vlogs. All right, so we've got Health Freedom Tuesday. Robin knows the deal. So let's talk about health relating to your light work and your lifestyle and living an intentional life. So how are you doing? How healthy do you feel? Now, when I talk about health, particularly for me, and I shared this on my spiritual vision board challenge. I have a 7-day spiritual vision board challenge for you, for light workers, for visionary light workers who want that light work and lifestyle balance in every single area of your life. And you're not just going out there and doing your work, and you're not just going out there and chasing the money. You want everything else in between. And I talk about health very extensively. So I will leave that link in the description and in the cards for you. So if you haven't done that, this spiritual journal with me and me going through my spiritual rituals and routines for my health is going to make more sense. So I invite you to do that if you haven't already. If you've done that, then great, and you're not new to me. If you're watching in the Soul Legacy TV, Soul Legacy Academy, sorry, we have a 2-hour monthly call called the 7 Freedoms Frequency Call-In Gym, where I cover all of this. So you can have that light work and lifestyle balance and have it all and focus on your health. People come to me and they're not focusing on their health, right? They're not focusing on their physical health. They're not focusing on their mental health or their emotional health, social health, environmental health. We talk about all of those on the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge. Robin says, if you're listening to this, then watching along on the Soul Legacy TV YouTube channel is going to be better, because you can see the comments. So Robin says, feeling healthier without bread, LOL. I love that. So that's that physical health. Thank you, Robin, for sharing that. So Robin and I have private conversations. Robin's actually done my vision board challenge with me, and we update it. So once we're manifesting, once we're moving through things, or if we dropped off and we want to get back on, I have my I have a the tutorial, and I share how to create a Canva vision board, a digital vision board in each of the areas of your life that I talk about on the Soul Legacy TV, which I'll cover in just a second, but what including health. And so Robin's shared the images that she's got on her vision board, and that's what she wants to work towards. However, and I've got mine on mine. However, sometimes life gets in the way, we pause or we drop off. And then we look at that vision, and the idea is to look at your vision board every single Tuesday, or every single day, but not be like super attached to the outcome, just as in that guidance, like, are you moving towards that intention, that goal, that North Star, that desire that you have to experience better health? So it's not like I have to get to this end goal tomorrow or yesterday, like how we like it. We want to just experience life in a different way. So Robin says that, you know, she's feeling healthier without bread. So I think this was from last week, right? That we set that intention throughout the week, so every Tuesday we're going to be revisiting health. So if you've got something that you want to focus on for your health over the next week, then absolutely do that. I'd love to support you in that. If there's something been nagging. And so part of this week, especially when Robin and I have been having conversations, it's like actually that it was letting go of something. It wasn't even just adding something. You know, when you think, can't add another thing to my plate, I'm already busy, right? I'm already doing so much busy work, which doesn't often lead to anywhere, right? Because it's busy work. But it's like, I'm too busy. I don't have time. I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't have time for my health. I don't have all the things. It's like, if you don't take care of your health, you're going to feel the knock-on effect, like big. So sometimes it's like, what can you let go of? Part of my spiritual journal and my spiritual rituals and routines, going through an awakening, and a lot of people go through a spiritual awakening and through a trigger for health. Let me know how you've gone through your spiritual awakening journey, if you have. Was it through pain? Was it through health? I've ended up working with quite a few people who have gone through in pain and then helped other people through that pain, Lyme's and different diseases and different things. And so sometimes that spiritual awakening comes through health. Sometimes it is stop doing a thing that actually you know. So Robin, I don't know if you mind sharing another thing that you actually let go of doing this process of the spiritual vision board. So feeling better without bread is like, not like I will never have bread ever again. That is it. It's just actually I make a commitment to eat a lot less than I have done. And I give myself grace, right, when I felt like doing that. So it's like not beating yourself up, but just committing to, okay, well, I'm just going to do one thing. I'm just going to do a ninja move and do a tweak. And actually, I'm going to get those different results. So Robin says, yes, I'm starting week 2 of eating no bread. Love it. So thank you. So Robin has the Energy Healing TV podcast where you talk about the different aspects of your health and energetically and just feeling better. And I remember you doing like the self-care and self-love and just loving yourself. And when you know that you're eating or you're doing something that is actually hindering your health, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to commit to? So I love that. So for me, for my spiritual journal and my spiritual rituals and routines, writing down and making a note of how healthy do I feel. So I rate myself between a 1 and an 11 of how high vibe I feel, how connected do I feel, am I forcing something, am I feeling in flow, are you feeling in flow about your health? So Robin, you said, you know, you're feeling healthier without eating bread, and you've got a result on that by taking something and adding a couple of things. So you took one thing away, right, and then you've added something else into your routine which you love, and you can share if you want to. I will share your stuff, you share if you want to. And so what can you do? So for me, for last week on the Soul Legacy TV, every single week I'll talk about health, right? And so from last week to this week, I set intentions, and I can't remember what my rating was last week. That's why I've got it in my journal, right? And I don't think I wrote it down last week, so I've got it in my video. I had a blank page, and then about 10 minutes before doing this live, I'm like, oh no, I didn't write it again. But as Robin says, we're living the journal. So I definitely rate myself an 11, and I haven't even written it down. An 11 meaning 1, we rate between 1 and 11. You don't get a 0 because you're breathing. But 11 means connected. You're following your North Star. You've gone through that awakening through your health, and you know that actually this is where I want to go. This is how I want to feel. This is how I want to look, if that's what you want to do. This is how your emotional health, your mental health, you know, if something is triggering you, then just writing that and journaling that. Robin has said, oh, hang on. Sorry, Robin. So Robin says, I've been tobacco free since the 28th of July, 2021. How amazing is that? So Robin's been tobacco free since July. So we did the first vision board challenge, the spiritual vision board challenge. I invite you to do it. It's super powerful. I love it. So again, this is like a follow on from my vision board challenge, me journaling every single day. And so we did the first vision board challenge in December of 2020. And then slowly Robin's, you know, come to different points of doing what she needed to do. Bear in mind that this is something that hadn't been let go of for several years before, and it has nothing to do with your light work, right? So I teach getting your light work out there, building your author and your authority platform as a spiritual biz YouTuber, as a spiritual entrepreneur, as a light worker, right? Getting your gifts out there. However, we want to have that balance. We don't want to just go out there and do our work in the world and feel like absolute crap, right? And be worrying, or like our mental health not be good. And people say to me, I need to protect my mental health. It's like, absolutely. Why would you think that I don't want you to protect your mental health? Of course, your emotional health, your physical health, all of it, right? So even though it doesn't seem related, and somebody might not teach you, well, go out and build your YouTube channel in a way that leverages your light work and your lifestyle, and you actually get to look after yourself. That is what I wanted through my spiritual awakening, right? So that's what I teach. And so and it's now April 2022, and I didn't realize it was that long. So July, that's amazing. So you set that goal, and well done you, Robin. I think that is just like commendable. It's just absolutely amazing, and you've done so well. And through that time, which you've shared on the Energy Healing TV, and you wrote through your energy healing lifestyle and that journey back to self-love, as you say, with the self-love movement, is like loving yourself in the process, and using tobacco as a way of coping, right? It's not healthy to do that, but it's like, it's almost like that, you know, not letting your mental health spiral down. So we use different things to cope, right? But since then, as you've shared on your YouTube channel, Robin, how much you've been through emotionally and mentally and all of the things, and physically, since then, and still being tobacco free, that's powerful. That's so powerful. So I just think that you're amazing. You've done amazing. So Robin says, I love walking my dog and getting puppy loves. I love how you say that, puppy love. And added the body movement as I've been sitting all the time. So even that, so let me know what you've been doing for your health. I've had students come on to the 7 Freedoms call. When I first started to do it, I paused it, and I will be doing it again. So when you're watching this, it'll be up. But I've had students say, I can't do this, I can't do that. And then all of a sudden they go, actually, Iona, because I'm quite a tough love coach and mentor. It's like, listen, walk your talk, do what you practice, what you preach. Don't go out there doing your light work, telling everybody, hey, you need to change, and you don't want to do it yourself, right? It starts with you. Change starts with you. So when you say puppy loves and you added the body movement, you teach that, right? With the part of the self-care routine, and loving yourself is in that movement, making sure that you are moving, making sure that you're doing the things that you love. And some of those things had fallen by the wayside because of other commitments, because of life, you know, doing your light work in your business, but also doing your light work at home or wherever you're doing it, making those commitments to family and stuff. We just do, things fall by the wayside sometimes. So you getting that, you know, so you weren't sitting all the time and you went into that movement. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And so, you know, I've been moving more as well. I've been walking every day, unless it, do you know what? It was snowing. Was it last week? It snowed 2 days last week. I'm like, dude, I'm not going out in the snow. I made that commitment. So make sure that you're doing something for your health that you can actually commit to, and you don't beat yourself up. Yes, I do daily walks, but I openly say I don't do a daily walk when it's cold. Although I did actually wrap up in my daughter's really big coat. I came back in, she's like, what are you doing? But this really big coat on, and I just walked anyway. But if it's pouring down with rain and it's snowing, I'm inside. Like, that is a choice. No, we don't need to do that. So, well, you know, if you recall the date that you put it around, you'll know, right? It might be June. I think it's June. I think it's June, actually. You could always check, you know that you could check that. I think it's June. I think it's June, to be fair. Because July was right into the, yeah, it wasn't just before my birthday. It's June. Robin says, I stopped drinking soda months ago too. So that's, again, so you're a poster child for my spiritual vision board challenge. Thank you, Robin, for sharing. So again, so if you're watching in the Soul Legacy Academy, then great. Just watching on the Soul Legacy, join in, right? This is free. Like, you go and do the 7 Freedoms Vision Board Challenge, and I'm here every single day. I'll support you in it. I can dive deeper on the calls, obviously, but you know, we're having fun. So Robin, let go of. So again, that's another let go of, something that's sabotaging your health. And so these things are ways of coping and ways of, you know, when you're putting things like that into your body, you know you're not doing great things to your body, but the way that the messages are out there and things are like more accessible. So stop drinking it. And so have you noticed a difference? I love that. I know you've got other stuff on your list as well. Robin says, exactly, in the moment it was helping me, but through more healing and growth, excuse me, I was able to really see how it was more harmful than helpful for me. Thank you, Robert. I think so. When you're watching it, are you doing something that you know is, if you continue to do it in the long term? So intentional living for me, and living in alignment with your values, is what I teach on the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge, is, and for your business and for your health in every area, is living in alignment, is doing the things that is going to support you. So we set a vision for a year, right? And so for me, it was to be a certain way, feel a certain way, feel sexy and healthy in my body. Doesn't have to be that specific way, but that's where I'm going and leaning towards. I know for me what I feel really good at and what my clothes feel in, but also feeling healthy in my body. So I gave myself that year, and it's like, okay, well, if this is what I want to get to, that's the experience that I want to have, what do I need to do now? And sometimes it isn't, oh, well, I need to do, you know, lift lots of weights and do all the things. Sometimes it's actually, I'm doing things that are harmful to my mind and my body. And so these things affect us emotionally as well. And Robin, you talk about all the things that you fuel in your body as well. Like, you know, all foods are energy. And so what kinds of foods are you putting in your body? Are they doing really great stuff? I'm going to talk about a book that I listened to today called Sleep Smarter, which, Robin, you talk about the sleep as well, for your health, and that's just that journey, just really looking after yourself. And he was talking, it's Sleep Smarter by Sean Stevenson. And the tagline to the book is, I'm going to go back to another Tuesday. It's Sleep Smarter. Hang on, let me see. 21 essential strategies to sleep your way to better health and better success. And his story is like a mad story. Like, and I clicked on his bonus book bonuses today, sleepsmarter.com/book bonuses is what he says. And he gives like different tools and different things that you can sleep smarter, but he talks about primarily in order to sleep better, having better nutrition, exercising, and what else? No, just sorting out your sleep. I can't remember. But basically he says about the food and your gut, he says a lot of science behind it, like what your gut health and the melatonin and serotonin, all that stuff, because I had on my vision board to sleep better as part of my health. So it's just absolutely phenomenal. Robin says, be right back, more for schooling. Okay. Are you back? I didn't. That was quick. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you sharing, because it's so inspiring to anyone else that's watching, that actually sometimes when you think, oh, I just don't have room to look after myself, you do. Only you can do it. So what vision do you have for your health? Do you have a spiritual vision board and spiritual rituals and routines? I love being out in nature. I love walking out in nature. That for me is part of my spiritual routine. I walk out, and I'll either listen to a book, which I listened to today. So every single day I listen to an audible book to support me in whatever area of my life that I'm working on the Soul Legacy TV. So I'm doing my spiritual journal, and then I'm doing my spiritual rituals and routines that are going to help and support me to manifest my vision board with ease, grace, and flow. And so the areas that I talk about, which yesterday was contribution freedom, Mondays, the frequency of that, emitting that frequency first. Even Robin, when you've stopped doing something, you emit the frequency of that health, because you know that you're progressing and you're not sabotaging that health, and you feel healthier anyway, and you get a result from it, right? And you've got a great result from this week by not doing that. And it wasn't like a mad dash for health, like you said. You added the puppy loves and the short walks and got a result. So I talk about emotional freedom on a Wednesday, environmental freedom on a Thursday, relationship freedom on a Saturday, spiritual freedom on a Saturday. What did I say? Relationship freedom on a Friday. Sometimes I listen back to my life, I'm like, that's not right. Spiritual freedom on Saturday and financial freedom on a Sunday. So you want to think of health in terms of how healthy is your business, is your light work. I talk about spiritual business success, right? So how healthy is your business? How healthy are you while you're doing your business? Are you sleeping right? Are you working hours that are forgiving on your body? Do you have a chair that you're sitting in that is healthy? I bought a chair like quite recently, a new chair. I'd like another one actually, but so are you supported? Is your business healthy? Is it thriving? And if it's not, what can you do? I'll teach you that. I support you. I have a masterclass called the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass. I talk about banking 50k in 50 days. That's the health of that, the health of your business. How healthy are you while you're doing your business? If you're busy, you're broken, burnt out, it's not a good model. Your health impacts every area. So I talk about emotional health, just doing the spiritual rituals and routines to support you in your emotional health. If you're emotionally eating, right, or you're stressed and you're worried and you're up at night, it's not good for your health, right? So for environment, is your environment healthy? Does it feel clean? Does it feel organized? Does it feel like, have you got the healthy relationships? Have you got people around you that support you, love you, guide you? And if you don't, come into the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, because we're always here. We have a monthly call for networking for you with your joint vision. I could say joint vision partners. Once you get clear on your vision, you start to surround yourself with light-minded people. I say light-minded. Your spirituality, that connection. When you're vibing at a lower frequency and you're not looking after yourself and you're not taking care of your health, your spiritual routines and rituals go by the wayside. And how healthy are your finances? We talk about financial freedom, And part of that health with the financial freedom is your vibrational money voucher, which I'm going to go into just now because I forget if not. And I'm going to pull a Keepers of the Light card at the end. Excuse me. So Robin says, yes, I lost 2.5 pounds. So I didn't want to share your business because it's your business. But so Robin lost 2.5 pounds in just a week by cutting out bread and walking my pups a few times. How amazing is that? So when I was reading the book, The Sleep Smarter, by Sean, he's got the most amazing voice. And then I saw his picture today. I was like, healthy, right? So he's a model walking of health. He's got an amazing spiritual awakening story of his health going really, starting off really bad in his teens, like really disorders and a lot. And then he's helped millions of people. He's got a podcast called The Model Health Show. Just by reading his book, I've been introduced to his podcast, introduced to his website. And to get his book bonuses, you have to go on his email list. That's that kind of model, right? We want to write our books and we want to build our author and our authority platform. And he's done that. It's just amazing. So Robin says, we'll support you in the Soul Legacy Academy, 100%. Thank you, Robin. So that, so he was talking about, what was I going to say? Screen time, doing different things like, when you're working and you've got screens at bedtime, or if you just on your screen, on your computer and different things, just being mindful of the habits that you have, whether they're supporting your health or not, or whether you're behind the screen, like you said, you were sitting all the time, probably working, or, obviously you've got other commitments, but getting out and having puppy love and walking the puppy a few times, which is something that you used to do anyway. But sometimes it's like those things just fall a little bit by the wayside. But when you bring them back in, not only do they bring you joy emotionally, but the environmental freedom is in there, right? And the relationship with your puppy, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with nature, universe. Do you know what I mean? So it's like bringing all of those things in by, I always talk about intentional living, by just doing something intentional, as in, cutting out bread and walking. I love it. So yeah, we will support you in the Soul Legacy Academy. Absolutely. 100%. So I talk about vision, talk about your values. Are you in alignment with your values? What's really important to you in your health? In the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge, I give you what I call North Star values. Those values are going to have you be in alignment. Like, so for me, it's feeling healthy and sexy in my body. If I'm carrying any extra weight, because I've always been naturally slim, if I'm carrying any extra, you all know what happened in the lockdown, right? So doesn't feel good to me. Doesn't feel good to me. Where I am, my weight, I'm 8 stone 8. Well, that's like not that bad for somebody else. I'd like to be 8 again. I was 8 stone 1 for years and years and years. And so do I have to get to that? No, I don't. And because I've been doing my insanity, which I started last Monday, inspired to do it, but that was on my vision board anyway. I started to do it, and I'm not rigid in it. What I've done is connected my health, how I launch my day, how I lead my day, with my spiritual routine. So in the morning, I've been meditating. I haven't hit it every single morning. If I haven't hit it in the morning, I've hit it later in the day. It might be 1 or 2 days that I haven't. But that's building up that new habit of meditating. For years, I'm like, I'm not meditating. I've gone back to a meditation from Dr. Wayne Dyer. And we all know the power of meditation. And if you don't know the power of meditation and the healing property of meditation, then Google it. But he does visualization, meditation, affirmations. The meditation is an active meditation, and I just love it because my brain is a busy brain. So for me, there's so many different types of meditation. I tried transcendental meditation. There's lots of different ways, but for me, I've tried walking meditation. I love it. I'm like quite in a meditative state anyway. So I was like, I'm not doing it, but I've gone back to it and it's just absolutely phenomenal. doing it first thing on a morning. I didn't do it this morning, and I'm going to try this week of doing it at night. It has a meditation, meditation, or meditation at night. When I've done it in the morning, what I've noticed is I'm slower on my days, or I'm getting up later. So I'm like, for me, people might say, you know, that light work and lifestyle balance means whatever it does to you. What does that mean to you? Having that balance and that harmony. Sometimes it isn't like, oh, well, it's like the scales that balance. It might mean that you're going full in on a project, but you've got harmony in those other areas. For me, if I'm on a project, I work a lot. However, I know to slow down. I know to give myself grace. I know that I can't work the same as what I used to. I used to work a lot. I don't even know how I got stuff done. And now I'm getting up a lot later than what I usually used to do. But I'm giving myself grace. So when you're working, are you giving yourself grace? Are you looking after yourself while you're doing your work? That's what I want to know. All right. So vision, values, vibrational money voucher. So the Soul Legacy Journal, part of our spiritual rituals and routines, and Robin Knott's energy healing work is totally connected with this. And if you are new, then welcome to the Soul Income Game, Bank 50K in 50 days. This is where it gets really good. This spiritual routine and ritual in the Soul Legacy Journal, I developed for myself because I was like, I know that the brain doesn't really know like what's real or what's imagined. And so I have a really big vision to make a difference in the world, but I wanted to do it in a way, my spiritual business as a light worker, as a spiritual entrepreneur, I wanted to do it in a way that feels really good. So I wanted to align my work, align my movement, align my message, and align my money. And I wanted to do it in an automated way. So I wanted to earn a certain amount of money. I say bank 50K in 50 days. I wanted to do that, but I wanted to do it in a way that felt really healthy. So I knew that I'd have to try on the feelings. So if you know anything about my spiritual awakening story through finances, I was bankrupt and I was homeless. I had my home repossessed. I went through a really messy divorce. I didn't ever have debts before I met my ex-husband. I just didn't. I didn't borrow money. I might have done like a little, they've got something over here in the UK called Provident, and so like for the kids' Christmas or something like that, and you pay like £5 a week or something like that. Like my mum has always said, cut your garment according to your cloth. She'd say, you know, if you can't have it, you just wait. You know, I never was one to put myself into financial debt. So it was like really shocking to me. So I wanted to rebuild my life and redefine it and actually earn a lot in my business so that I could buy a house and I could buy it outright. So that was me wanting to have an environment where, you know, it wasn't repossessed and it wasn't all the things. So that sparked a rocket of desire in me. So I'm grateful for it. But I knew that I wasn't there yet. So I wanted to try it on. So the Soul Income Game, Bank 50K in 50 days was my way of saying, actually, I want to be in vibrational alignment. So it was inspired by Abraham Hicks, Esther and Jerry Hicks, called The Prosperity Game in their book, Ask and It Is Given. And so they've got a process where they say, create a fictitious bank account and put money in it, make it as real as you can. And every day they tell you to deposit 1,000 and then 2,000 and 3,000 on day 5, 5,000 on day 50, 50,000 on day 300, 300,000, just to get in alignment with doing it. But if you do it for a year, that's me waving my orange phone about. If you do it for a year, then you spend 66 million. And I was like, dude, I'm not up for spending 66 million. I wanted to manage my money. I wanted for it to feel real. So that as real as you can, I knew that if that money was going to come to me, people like talking about lotteries and all the rest of it, I wanted to have that in my business. I wanted to feel like I was earning that income. So that hence Bank 50K in 50 days. I talk about another book called The Prosperity Consciousness, tapping into Unlimited Wealth by Frederick Lerman. I'm looking at yesterday's notes. And he says, spend 1,000 every single day. Sorry. And if you spend 1,000 every single day and you do it for 2 years, 9 months, you spend $1 million. I was like, yeah, okay, I can do that. So my game is called the Soul Income Game, Bank 50K in 50 days. So I give you a vibrational money voucher. If you have a journal, if you don't have this journal or notebook, then make your own. But give yourself a vibrational money voucher and then spend it. So part of this is healing that relationship and being healthy with your attitude, your vibration towards money, like your thoughts, like not those negative thoughts about money, what worrying about it, not saying that rich people are greedy, not all the things, because it lowers your vibration. And it's healthier, I know, to live your life and do your light work from a space that feels expansive. Your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, social health, environmental health, all matter. And people say, oh, you know, money doesn't matter. Well, we live in the physical world. These lights do not pay for themselves, right? This phone does not pay for itself. The internet connection does not pay for itself, right? These pens didn't pay for itself. The book didn't pay for itself. The chakra didn't pay for themselves. Do you know what I mean? So that didn't pay for itself. It costs money. My pajamas, my daughter bought me as a gift. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, well, I don't need the money. Yeah, you do. And if you don't want to have lots of money, like a surplus, then earn it, be in alignment with it, and tithe it. So part of the Soul Income Game is tithing 10% every single day of this 1,000 that I give you in the Soul Legacy Journal. Vibrational money I'm giving you, not real money, right? And so Iona said that, you know, she's going to give me, no, vibrational money. So this Soul Legacy Journal multiplies, right, vibrationally. And again, in the Soul Legacy Academy, I will support you through this, because it's like, what? So I've got a Soul Income Game in there. It's all set up for you. Type 10% to a worthy cause. My worthy cause is Cruise Bereavement Care. My son made his transition almost 7 years ago this month, the 24th of April, 2022. And a lady came to my house. She was just, and I was like, somebody needs to, before the walls cave in on me, somebody needs to come and help me out. And she did, and it's just been absolutely amazing. And then I invite you to spend the rest of the money. You're not allowed to spend it on bills, right? Because your bills are taken care of. Get that vibration in you. And you're not allowed to save it like in the bank account. You can bank it in terms of, you don't want to spend it today. So I saw on the Sleep Smarter, they had light bulbs and stuff for your house that would dim your lights and not give you that blue light and stuff. That's what my next goal is, of turning off the screens and stuff at night. I'm sure you've heard of that. And I'm like, no, I'll be fine. But my sleep, I really am. We're going to be very intentional about that. But lights in your house and different things. And I was like, oh, I'd love that. So I could have spent my vibrational money today. I think it's about $150 something, I think $59. So I could have used that vibrational money rather than just making like a impulse buy, use your vibrational money voucher, right? But I'm going to spend it on Sunday. So I've noted that down to spend. So what I do is I carry my balance over, and Robin does as well, and we spend our money, our vibrational money, on Financial Freedom Sunday. I'm giving you $1,000, pounds or euros, vibrationally every single day, right, in the Soul Income Game as part of this Soul Legacy Journal. However, if you do not spend it by the Sunday, so you get $7,000 in a week, if you don't spend it as part of the game, you'll lose it. So spend it, all right? Spend the money. So he talks about some great things in the book, The Sleep Smarter. It's a pretty good book. So do you have a book that supports you in your health? Do you listen to Audible? Do you have a physical book to support you in your health freedom? Let me know. Do comment. Let me know if somebody else is on here. Welcome to the Soul Legacy TV. Really appreciate you stopping by and watching me live. So I am talking about spiritual journal with me and intentional living. And do share this out, share it out, invite somebody else in. Today is actually in Robin's world with the Energy Healing TV is chakra, no, the chakra is the sacral chakra healing Tuesday. So I've got my orange on. It's orange, right? It's orange day in your world as well, Robin. And so the sacral chakra is related to good fortune, prosperity, and inspiration, I believe, Robin. And I have my chakra crystal. I bought chakra. Do you have crystals? I'm sure you do. I brought a set of chakra crystals, and Robin had given me some guidance on which ones to use. So it's the tiger's eye today. So I will do my meditation at bedtime to support me in my sacral chakra. Robin's got an 7-day Unblock Your Chakras challenge on the Energy Healing TV podcast, and also when that's there, it's free, 7 days, and also a daily energy healing lifestyle vlog, daily vlog, where she talks about the chakras. So today Robin will be talking about sacral chakra healing, right? And so rating your energy, how you feel in your sacral chakra. And as I was doing my meditation yesterday for my root chakra, I had my red jasper and I held it in close proximity to that chakra. So my meditation, that supports me in the clearing of the chakras. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't often get to go onto Robin's live because we've got time zone differences. But I invite you to join Robin on the Energy Healing TV. So part of this whole like giving you the vibrational money voucher, I know, and inviting you to do it in this visible world, but also in the physical world with me on my masterclass. And I'll leave the link down in the comments. I'll pin it in the comments. And you'll see it in the description. It's called the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass, Bank 50K in 50 days. I teach you about speaking to, serving, and signing up your high-paying one-to-many soul clients. And so we have Robin has a 5-day money blocks clearing challenge. And Robin, I can't remember the whole tag that we came up with, but it's basically a source-guided journey back to, is it self-love journey back to financial freedom? I can't remember the tagline. We'll have to remember that and write it down. But Robin talks about self-love and, you know, connecting that with money and being good with having the level of money that you need in every single area of your life. Robin says, thank you for the shout. You're welcome, beautiful. Yes, you're all welcome to join me. I will join you. I love watching. And the beauty of having a YouTube channel is, yeah, I say go live, so that's what I teach. Purely because, one, I'm lazy with the editing. I don't like editing, not because I couldn't learn to edit, but it's so time consuming. And for me, it's needed in certain circumstances, don't get me wrong. And you do whatever you like. However, for me, I want to have raw and real conversations. So I just want to press live. Now, I could record this and then upload it with all my meta tags and all the rest of it, which we will do. We do that. We do the journaling challenge, just doing a practice of your own, a journaling practice of your own. Robin's got her own journaling practice, and she shares that on her Energy Healing TV and podcast. And so not everybody will do an hour like me, but it's a way of just sharing and keeping yourself accountable to doing your own system, walking your talk, practicing what you preach, so that you can build your author and your authority platform with integrity. And so when we do our books, so the Soul Legacy Journal has a co-author book as well on spiritual awakening, then we are doing other videos that are more targeted and different things, but we're actually just relaxed in, you know, pressing a button and just going live and having a conversation if somebody wants to join. So I wouldn't get the level of, I've seen the tagline, I'll read it in just a second. Thank you, Robin. I wouldn't get that level of engagement or the conversation. Robin's just made this live even better. Somebody else has joined live and then they've hopped off. It's not for them. That's fine. But if at 444, boom, 44, 44, yay. But if I could talk into my camera, I'm confident in talking into the camera. I never used to be, still don't love camera, to be fair, but I love the engagement, and I love the fact that when I do it live, if somebody wants to pop on, and as I grow my audience on the Soul Legacy TV, obviously that will change, and I will answer questions, and I will, you know, bring up the comments and different things. For me, that feels raw and real. I love it. That's just my style. That's not everybody's style. But I feel like there should be more people actually, you know, just having an authentic soul to soul connecting conversations. That is what I teach. Like, just show up, speak out, and serve deep, and just be you. Like, you can't be anyone other than you when you're just going live. So that is what I want to say about that. So Robin says, her book, Robin, so we're building our author and authority platform as part of I call it the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint in the Soul Legacy Academy. So Robin's book is Chakra Energy Healing for Empaths, a source guided journey back to self-love. Thank you, beautiful. And I was thinking of the tagline for the 5-day challenge, the 5-day money blocks clearing challenge. But I love it. And I can't wait till Robin fills in the book, the upcoming book. I have a chapter of my book, which is Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul guided influencer's compass to leveraging your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. I'm modeling it because this is me leveraging my light work and lifestyle on YouTube. I don't need to create a video, then upload it, and then do all the things. I'm like, no, it's crazy. Robin says, no worries, just didn't want to leave you hanging. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. You're amazing. She's amazing. Robin, amazing. If you've experienced Robin's work, give her a thumbs up, give her a shout out, share out the Energy Healing TV, 100%. All right, Sacral Chakra, Tiger's Eye. The card that I pulled, I'm going to give you a quote. When I go onto my Mac, I look at an app called Momentum. It helps to give you momentum throughout your day because you just focus on one thing. It's super, super, super cool. And so for me, I don't know about you, but many light workers have a lot of creative ideas in their business, a lot of soul downloads, and we could be doing 100 things at 100 miles an hour. And I want to focus on that one thing at a time. So if it's either one thing in a day, I have a main focus. I'm really good at it now, but I love the Momentum app, and it says, what do you want to focus on today, Iona? And I'm like, this. So I'm doing my YouTube challenges in a box method right now, and I will see it right through to the end. So anyway, gives you a quote. So it says, your greatest dreams are all on the other side of the wall of fear and caution. It says, your greatest dreams are all on the other side of the wall of fear and caution. And I still want to be waving my pen. And that's by unknown. So I can't give a shout out to whoever said it because it says unknown. All right, so we're going to go for the card. We've done vision, done values, done your vibration. Yeah, we did vibe. Robin, did you do your rating today? I did mine at 11. So when we do our rating, we do our rating for just being that, feeling that connection. The idea is to rate between 1 and 11 every single day with me on the spiritual journal with me as part of these spiritual rituals and routines. And so every day, the highest score that you can get is 11. The lowest score that you can get is 1 each day. So you'll either have, like, if you're flatlining and going at a 1 and you're not vibing and you're having, like, probably dark night of the soul, you might get a 1 all week, right? So you get a 7. But hopefully you wouldn't. And if you did, like, I'd suggest you really do seek help. So, you know, and that guidance and that support, reach out to Robin for that. Don't reach out to me for that. So but if you, and that's not joking, it's just like, you know, you really need some support. So the highest level where you're vibing and your vibrational frequency is 11. So you could get 77 or 77. See how you play with the numbers? I love it. 7 freedoms frequency, all the things. 7s is the big number for me. And so when you're rating each day, so yesterday I rated an 11 for contribution freedom. Today I rate an 11 for health freedom. And it's not because I have to rate an 11. It's just that's how I feel. That's how I feel in alignment. I'm doing the work. And I'm looking at my vision board. I'm, you know, and even if I skip looking at it, I know my vision because I've set the intention. I've planned and scheduled the activities out in my day now, so I don't have to like, oh, my vision, what's going on with my vision board. I know that I'm drinking more. I've got my drink there, and so it's like, okay, well, I'll fill this up twice in the day at minimum, get that done. Bedtime at this time, although that the sleep is like the one that's really big for me. I've got an itchy back. Doing my walks, do you know what I mean? So it's just like it's going really well for me in that way. Robin says, oh, I did not. So we abbreviate the health freedom frequency Tuesday to HFT and then equals and then the number, and Robin says 9. So Robin, I don't know if your health freedom has gone up from last week. If you've noted, obviously we do in the journal, so I can flip back to what mine was, and I believe mine was a 10 last week. Oh no, I said I didn't even do it, did I? But I did it a couple of weeks ago, 22nd of March, it was a 10. And I believe it probably went up last week, and it's up still, and it might dip down, and that's absolutely fine. It's on your own scale what you're going to get in the week, and then you start again, blank slate, and just go again. But also looking back at, okay, well, if I'm vibing lower, is it about my health why I'm vibing lower, or is it about my emotions? Am I emotionally eating? Am I hormonal and I'm eating? That's my thing, right? That's where I'm at. Is it my environment why it doesn't feel as healthy? Is it my relationships that don't feel as healthy? Am I not as connected and doing my spiritual routines and rituals where I don't feel as healthy, as good, as connected? Do you know what I mean? Feel down, spiraling down, or you're attracting certain things, or is it finances where you don't have that healthy relationship with finances? Is that good or good? I think it's great. Ryan says, I think mine was a 7 or an 8 last week. Lost me. Am I there? Am I back? Am I back? Please let me be back before I read the card. Which is from Keepers of the Light. Robin, can I get I am back, please? It says that you're on. Keepers of the Light. I'll keep going because, oh gosh, now you're off. Okay, I'm going to keep going just for the recording. I don't know where I've gone. I'm still here. Okay, so she lost me, so I'll fill it in. So Robin says, mine was 7 or 8 last week, and this is a 9. So you see that, yes, it might be like action, and I call it soul guided action. We're soul guided influences, right? We have that influence on our own life. Don't know if it was me, I don't know either, but it still doesn't say that you're on. It says 0 people, so I wonder if people just will be watching me and I don't know. Am I good? So 7 or 8 last week, and it says you're on now, and then a jump to a 9. Well, that jump to that 9 is not only the action that Robin's decided to say, okay, well, so last week when your rating is 7 or 9, I think it might have been 7, and I say, think of, so whatever your rating is today, you're watching this on the replay, whatever your rating is today, see what will make you lift your vibration, things that you have to let go of, things that you've gone off again, things that you have to let go of, or things that you have to include. Like, is it walking out in nature? Is it letting go of a certain food? Is it, you know, having a bedtime routine, having a morning routine, having a daily routine? Is it, what is it? And try and raise your vibration and maintain your vibration, but you'll always have contrast. You'll always have contrast. And so I didn't actually eat pizza yesterday. I ate cookies, and I ate potato chips, crisps. I was having a wonderful time with my daughter. I think it's good. Yeah, it doesn't say you're on. So, but that's planned. That's what I call Mamma Mia time. Once a week, that's what we do. We're rolling, and sometimes we'll have wine, we'll have spritzers, and she's like, yeah, she's 19, she's like, I don't feel like I need to have alcohol consumption once a week, Mum. I'm like, dude, we haven't. Like, I'm like, bad influence on my daughter. It's like, oh, spritzer. I said, I think I'd like some wine next week. Yeah, we haven't for a couple of weeks. So we'll play games, we'll play cards. And we got cider a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like, it's like one glass and it gave me gas. I'm like, no. So yeah, it's really nice to spend some adult time with my baby girl. Robin said I had to switch to my phone. Weird, sorry about that. It's all right, love. All right, cool. So this is the card from the Keepers of the Light. I've held you on here for ages. Which is Archangel Michael, which I'm sure that some of you will know that. So trusting heaven. So this took a while to come out of the card. So when I'm shuffling now, which I think I've got quite good at shuffling, I wait for a jumper. I don't pull, I just wait for a jumper. I'm like, okay, well, let's just keep going. So it says, you are safe, angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. It's several times since pulling these cards over the last few days that I've heard the miracles. So miracles. All right, so let me read this for you and let me respect your time. So about Archangel Michael, Saint Michael is one of the 4 major archangels in the, I think that says Abrahamic religions. I have learned dyslexia, so like I'm a genius at a lot of things. However, reading out in school was not my forte. I was terrified. Never like to even do this is huge. So if I pronounce something, give me grace. But I probably pronounce it all wrong, but it's okay. I'm good with it. I'm not a perfectionist anymore. I'm a recovering perfectionist. I'm just saying. So his twin flame is faith. He is loved all over the world because he is the patron saint of protection. He wields a bright sword of light to help us detach from dramas, because we don't want to do drama. We don't do drama. Drama, challenges, or fear. His name means he who is like God. And his fiery presence helps awaken our leadership skills and remind us that we have the capacity to connect with heaven. If challenges are present in your life, call Michael to bring his sword of light to energetically disconnect you from what's no longer serving you. Does that resonate? So if challenges are present in your life, call on Michael to bring his sword of light to energetically disconnect you from what's no longer serving you. Again, like you've let go of like stuff. So when there's challenges and there's dramas and there's fears, it's the same thing, letting go. Like rather than like, I've got to do that, sometimes it's letting go, and you'll go, like Abraham Hicks says, you go downstream. If you're going upstream, like just let go of the oars, you go downstream, right? So extended message. Your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. I love that. I love that. I'm going to read it again. Your angel team is with you now. And I remember listening to, I don't even know who, but spiritual teachers, gurus online, and they'd say something and then they'd say it again. I was like, yes. You know when you catch it, but you're like, ooh, that's why I repeat it. I love that. Your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. I felt so lonely on my journey for so long. And that's why I wanted to be the producer of the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network and launch, lead, and leave my soul legacy with ease, grace, and I just got like a belly flip then. I just got a voice message and I got an absolute belly flip. That was like a bit insane. Robin will know. I got like, oh, my belly. Whew. Okay, your angel team is with you now. You're not in this alone. Do you hear that? And then I just got a message. Well, I'll talk about that on Relationship Freedom Friday and spiritual dating. Just saying. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but I literally still feel that. But your angels are inviting you to take a step back so that you can come in and share their light of miracles. And I've got a big smile on my face. Revealing too much. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard. Yeah, sometimes you feel like your prayers aren't heard. Like, dude, universe, bring it in. Your prayers aren't heard, but the doubt blocks solutions from entering your life. So sometimes you might feel that your prayers aren't heard, whether you pray or whether you're just setting the soul intention, whether you're setting that your goal or whatever it is, those things that you really want to manifest. But sometimes when if you're doubting, that blocks the solutions from entering your life. Oftentimes there's a solution right in front of your face that you're not seeing. So I invite you to sit with it, especially regarding to your health, but all of, I call them the 7 freedoms frequencies, all of these codes for intentional living. Know that my Archangel Michael has his legion of angels and are here to help clear anything that's not serving you, so that you can allow the miracles of change that you deserve. Oftentimes people don't like change, so when you create a spiritual vision board, right, often your things will fall out of your life. Do you hear that energy moving, Robin? Things will fall out of your life. People, things will fall out of your life. And sometimes it's in a painful way. I'm laughing. A painful way feel is perceived as a painful way. But really it's a way that's serving you. So Robin, oh gosh. That is so funny. I've got the biggest grin on my face. I wait for jumpers too most of the time. Do you? Yeah, I was thinking about you actually, because I think I heard you say that on your live. Robin says, absolutely. I've asked Archangel Michael to assist me in cutting cords. Same thing. Boom. Awesome. Belly flip. Robin says, when we hold onto the old, we don't make space for the new. I remember saying this about it's actually about my daughter's father, like I just like to say. So I remember saying, she's 19 now. I remember saying to him, if I hold on to something that's negative, meaning him at the time, he's like, you're rude. It's like, you are. I was doing psychology and sociology at the time at college. And he's like, you're an absolute head mess, but not in that great words. He was messing because that's like his sense of humor as well. So if I hold on, I just said it simply, that's how I made that relationship decision. If I hold on to something negative in my hands, I've got no room to open palm. Oh, wow, that energy for something positive. So if I hold on to something that is no longer serving me so tightly, like, where am I going to, there's like, you can't, so sometimes you have to drop it, let go, hold your hands out and say, I'm ready to receive. This was years ago, like 20 years ago. I've been living this life and doing the thing. Robin says, keep that energy flowing. Did you hear it? That's so funny. So Robin's energy, your energy flows, and every time that happens on my recordings, I always think of you. So it's over an hour to do Health Freedom Tuesday. I've loved this. I'm loving the journey even more. So Robin and I started this journaling challenge on a different platform on Facebook. I did almost 200 lives, like 200 days. And I came onto YouTube. And so then we both came onto YouTube and we had a pause, and Robin's on, I don't know, 127, 28, is it 128 days today? Plus your lives on Facebook prior to that as well. So it's just beautiful. We want to walk our talk, practice what we preach. Again, Robin Knott is the lead soul guided instructor for the SoulLegacyAcademy.com and the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network. And we're just here doing our thing, growing, doing our own journaling and sharing it with you. Thank you for sharing with us, love. Love you. Mwah. Thank you so much. Love you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Soul Legacy TV, if you haven't. Share this out, like it, do everything you need to do, right? Come to my masterclass, download my chapter of my favorite book, go onto Robin's channel because she's amazing. Day 128 days today. How incredible is that? So we show up, speak out, and serve deep. So big love. I shall see you for tomorrow's episode. Take care.